just ahead of the Dutch champion Van der Aert, and now Van der Poel hits the front.
The battles that we love are constantly evolving and changing front. Look at the difference. Wout van Aert takes that inside line now, just not letting anything go. But now problems, a little bit of a gap now.
First time that we lose that position. Oh, wow, and that was quite the save. Almost going Superman there with a leg in the air.
Yeah. Oh, Van Aert too, a little bit sideways there. You can see this
lead as well, because Van Aert's up at a second place. Pidcock has dropped to third, and Pidcock now has Van Torenhout on his wheel. It's all change here, and we're not even halfway through.
Smaller by pushing all of the tape in further. This is great to see. Michael Van Torenhout also running himself back into this front group now.
So it's a lead group of 1, followed by 3. Yet again, another passage into the pits. It's a clean canyon in flight now that's being ridden by Mathieu van der Poel. Changes behind as well. The Cervelo of Wout van Aert. The new Ineos Grenadiers crossers. First Pidcock, and now, of course, Ferrand-Prévot. And here is at 1 with the bike. And even though he's pushed left and right by the mud, he's staying on. Leaning over to the right. Back with Schwab now.
Van der Poel, mentally, this is very good for him. He likes this, you know, he likes to be in this position with Van Aert. This is the halfway point, and he's in the front, and I think normally when you see this is really good. I think it's when Van Aert really shows his strength at the midpoint that him and Van der Poel have had very interesting clashes, but right now, the way that Van der Poel looks and is riding, even though despite the problem with the flat, he's now got a gap over these rides. He's going to be looking back on the 180 as they come onto the road, and he's going to be really pushed on, Rob, by the small advantage that he has over the chase group.
Well, it's only the 6th day of the season that Mathieu van der Poel's been riding on the crossfield. A couple of training camps with the road boys down in southeast. Second in Mol the other day as Wout van Aert took the win. He was well beaten, wasn't he? Of Wout van Aert, yo-yoing positions, these 3 at the front.
About 10 seconds by my calculation here, and these guys are really, you can see the exertion on Van Aert's face as well as Pidcock's, and of course, I mean, everyone out there doing everything, but right now you can just see, look at Van der Poel. Of course with time, but also psychologically, he wants to take some benefit from this.
We won't have felt the crowds cheering like this on this day for a while. He's ridden Van der Poel ahead and in front, but it is not a done deal at all yet. The clock ticks on. We're going to get the timed gap. It's going to be 14 seconds from Van der Poel to Pidcock and Van Aert. At this point, it looks like halfway stage. It's going to be one of the big 3, Jeremy. Right now, yeah.
5 times, right? We know that Pidcock has won this race in 2020. Van der Poel's won this race, both as an elite and as an under 23 junior. All of these riders on their day off after Christmas. This was a race that everyone was targeting and wanted to win, and Van der Poel right now knows that, and he's trying to make sure that he puts a...
We go back down towards the start-finish, and Lars van der Aert in 6th, Thibaut Nys holding 7th place at the moment.
East-West Flanders style, the sun peeking through low underneath the clouds, coming across, probably blinding some of the riders at some point. You know, their glasses may be fogging on the climb. They may be maybe quite a bit muddy, but they keep them on because they know if they don't in those sections, they're going to have problems. But a little Pidcock as well here.
Pidcock still fighting away in 2nd place. It's another British rider who continues to impress me further down the charts, though. Cameron Mason, another top 10 at the moment. He's having quite the season on the quiet, isn't he, the young Scot?
Yeah, he is. He was actually, as Cyclocross 24 pointed out, he was one of the riders. Right now, Van der Poel's focus, man, this is what it looks like when you're putting out just wattage all over the place. It's just spraying watts on this track right now. But look at Pidcock now off his machine, Rob.
Change in tactic from him, a marked change. This is where he lost the lead last time. So he has made that change. Well spotted, well called, Jeremy. He's done exactly what you said. You might think that not much to gain apart from being on the podium here. There's a lot to gain in the points race. And Van Torenhout, in relative terms, has had a good game. Listen to that for Van Aert. As popular as ever. They know he's given everything here.
Yeah. He might not win the race, but definitely he is a favorite of the fans. Like I said, just recently in the paper, you know, people asking for autographs on his doorstep. It's a beautiful thing. You know, he's really made a huge impression in his home country and across the world. He's a really, really savored rider, and he's just a big champion all throughout. But this is going to be a really great moment for Mathieu van der Poel.
We have had the battle of the big three. The pre-race poster didn't disappoint. They've all turned up, they've all given their best, but in the end, it's Boxing Day brilliance for Mathieu van der Poel. Van Aert beaten, Pidcock dethroned, and Mathieu van der Poel